EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. That's fielded in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Ready? You ready? Hey, we got Mike, number 50. Kill. Kill. You gonna see me in your night.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Hey, easy.
Breeze now on first down. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 60 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm going back to you. Hey, empty.
Now Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check three.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Get that ball.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Watch out. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check. Over. Check.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
And find someone. Remember when Carolina Super Bowl 50? Maybe some sort of scheme.
Switch it. TV.
It's brought in right side by Ginn. Between those last 2 plays. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be
plus right now. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Nice 50. Defense. Over. Check. Lucky. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9. Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying the right side with Howard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go. Pac-Man. Waiting. I'm coming.
Wynn's going to try and throw on third. And Jeffrey's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. Aguilar has it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10, running with Howard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Sammy. Hey, check.
Breeze going to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wentz now to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Wentz now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Let's go. Do it.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, come on now. Hey,
to throw, it's Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 56. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Waiting. 54. Oh, you got D? Watch out.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the twist.
They run with Howard. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
53. Watch the out. Watch the out. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing now is Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Breeze now. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Ready. You ready? Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, easy.
Again, it's Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Tighten up. Tighten up.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance.
He's got a man complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Breeze picked off by his former teammate, Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A 14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And he finds Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Breeze's throw on target to Cook. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Breeze to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. Bree's going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 120!
Let's go, D.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.